You're watching, listening to the Well Rounded Podcast. I'm your host, Lino. Got a very special guest today. Let the people know.
My name is
MODO.
Welcome, sir.
How's it going, man?
Good, man. Appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, appreciate you for having me.
You know, for sure. Yeah, so you're an artist. You rap.
Yep,
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
I dibble dabble in the rapping.
First of all, how'd you come up with your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was given to me,
Okay.
which is cool. Back in high school when I was rapping, I went by my last name. My government last name is Jones. So I went by Jones, but it had a 3 instead of an E and a Z instead of the S, you know. So
Yeah.
I was Jones, but a couple dudes gave me the name Komodo because I was like, he spitting fire like a dragon.
Okay.
So I mean, I could tell it was kind of making fun of me, but
Yeah.
I've always been someone that I can take something and run with it. It was positive, negative. So I was like, all right, I'll own it. Like, that's a cool name.
Yeah.
So I took it and ran with it, and I was Komodo. I used to fight MMA.
Oh, cool.
So when I fought MMA, I was Komodo. And then when I went to Pitt, so I went to junior college first, but then when I went to Pitt, a dude I worked with, he was a friend of mine. He's like, bro, let's just do MODO, just MODO. And everyone started calling me that.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, that's who I am. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah,
and it's been there ever since. So
No, that's really cool.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome to hear. So are you starting a label? Are you with the label or?
no label, independent. I will eventually start a label.
Yeah.
That's just like my business mind, but I'm not gonna be an unfair, like, I don't want to own anyone's music, but I do want to, like, you know, essentially be paid to do more than like management, but
Yeah.
like not own the music, because that's something that each artist should have of their own, you know.
For sure.
But yeah, I definitely want to have a label eventually.
Yeah. No, that's cool to hear.
Yeah.
It definitely comes hand in hand with everything.
Definitely, yeah.
Especially when it comes to the business side of things that we're trying to get into. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
Every successful artist at a high level has a label.
Oh yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah. No, definitely.
And it's just how you handle it and like how you are to the people you bring out too.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I do a lot of marketing. I work with other artists and small businesses and work on social media marketing with them. I also I'm starting a podcast. I work with athletes and getting them content and kind of becoming not necessarily an agent, but pushing them to get sponsorships and stuff.
Yeah.
And as well as that, I do have an accounting job as well. So I have a business background that helps
Oh,
me
wow.
kind of manage everything.
No, that's
So,
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on the grind for sure.
Yeah, definitely. The white Jay-Z. No.
No, man, that's really cool to hear. Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Thanks.
With that type of mindset too, when it comes to music, like, when did you were like, hey, excuse me, music's fun, but like,
Mhm.
let me push this a little bit harder. When did that start happening for you?
Yeah, so I grew up in like a really small town, very like country based. So like I tried to do the artist thing in high school, and it wasn't really accepted. There was a few people, but which now looking back, it's like they were just hating because like I was trying to do something, you know.
Yeah.
But then like I kind of stopped, went to college, got back into it. My roommate kind of produced and did some vocals too, so we kind of worked on some stuff in college just for fun. And then again, I graduated, got a job, got an office job, and kind of quit. And then in February of 2018, my brother passed away, and that just kind of made me like look at life in a different way and like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you know.
Yeah.
So I was originally like strictly like rock, heavy metal rock. I just really loved the heaviness of it,
Yeah.
the super relatability. And my brother actually like started getting into hip hop. This was in high school, probably like 14, 15. He started getting into high school, and I was like, he liked hip hop, so I couldn't. It's just like, you know, sibling, yeah.
No, for sure.
So I was like, no, rock's better, metal's better. And
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
oh, hip hop. And then finally I just started listening to what he was listening to. And I was like, yo, this is really cool. And then I heard a song off of Eminem's Relapse. That's my favorite album of all time. But it's called Insane. And it's not like his best song. It's not like sonically good. But it's just so freaking out there.
Yeah.
This is
You probably heard it and you got attached to it somehow.
right.
Yeah.
Right. And for me, it just stood out as like, this dude just said this on record. He did whatever he wanted to do, and he sold people like, and so I just started writing. I just started like, I'm big on like when I find something, I just dive into it 100%.
Yeah.
And I started looking at beats, how people did this, what's a rhyme scheme, and I just started writing. I used to have notebooks, and I would just start originally just remixing other people's songs. Like back in that time, Drake was coming up, so I did a lot of like Drake stuff, a lot of Eminem stuff. But just like finding other people's beats and just going at it, man. And then it finally was like, all right, let's just start finding my own sound.
Yeah.
And it's a long journey. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think people realize how long of a journey it is to actually find their voice and find their sound and stop mimicking other people.
Yeah.
But it took me a few years to find that.
No, that's definitely a process for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, obviously, people are getting influenced by the music they're listening to, and then taking it into like being inspired to create something different,
Yeah.
special to themselves.
Yeah.
So no, for sure. So how old are you?
I'm 26.
Dang man, you're so young.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so young.
I feel old though.
Oh my gosh, you're so young. Yeah. So you just said that you were listening to some rock, some heavy metal type stuff at
Yeah.
the beginning. That's so funny. Even with me, I used to hate rap music.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, people don't hate on me right now, but I used to hate rap music.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was so dumb.
I mean,
Yeah.
there was a phase where, like, because how it was marketed, man, like, you only see what they want you to see
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
you're really in the culture and everything.
Yeah.
And for me, that was like the Soldier Boys, and just I was like, man, this is so stupid. Like,
Yeah,
why y'all
yeah.
dancing like this? Why does?
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. That's crazy funny. That's hilarious. Cause like, at the time period for me, being back in high school, I feel like it's where a lot of people got introduced into hip hop. I felt like in high school.
Yeah.
Like at the time for me, it was like Linkin Park.
Dude,
Like Linkin Park. I love
Yes.
Linkin Park. Yeah. I love
yeah,
Linkin
one of the, in my opinion, one of the best bands of all time. Just what
Oh,
they
yeah.
fused all the different genres, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then doing the
Yeah.
stuff with Jay-Z too was crazy cool.
Yes. Oh, the
man.
whole encore and bro,
Yeah.
that's the best song. But like that whole album's cool. The whole
Yeah, yeah.
mashup, yeah.
No, that's crazy cool.
Yeah.
That's funny that I didn't like to hear another person like who another artist right now. I'm not an artist, but like hearing someone else saying that
No, you good.
they got introduced to rap later
Yeah.
is really cool to me because, like I said, I used to hate rap. I listened to Linkin Park. At the time period, it was like more of the pop bands for me.
Mm.
Like it was like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys were very popular.
You lying.
But see, I'm older than you, so like
Yeah,
I'm 33. So
Okay.
back when I was in high school, that was kind of was the thing.
Yeah.
Unless you were really into the hip hop culture, and I barely dabbled into it. Then I listened to Tupac, and I was like blown away because I was
Dude.
like, he's on a whole different level. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not just talking about money, hoes, and clothes. He's talking about some other stuff too.
And you made it sound good.
Yeah, it made it sound good.
And like even if you didn't relate to him, you still felt and like were put in that mindset of what he felt, you know?
Yeah. No.
Imagery, storytelling, all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know for sure. So that's really cool to hear that from you, because I feel like if you got influenced or got introduced into rap by hearing a really good song that you got attached to,
Mhm.
I feel like that gives you a whole different experience than someone else.
Yeah.
It's not about just hopping on a trend or anything like
Yep.
that.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really cool to hear.
Yeah. And I think as being an artist, I think one thing a lot of people, it's detrimental is that they only listen to rap.
Yeah.
Like that also can be a problem.
Oh,
Like
for
you want
sure.
to take inspiration from all different genres,
Yeah.
and like even though I have genres I don't like as much as others, but like I just love music in general, and I can understand, oh, this is cool, this effect, because I do my own engineering and stuff too, and it's
Oh
like
wow. Okay.
yeah, so it's like you hear that, you think, how could I apply that to myself? You get inspired by just every genre has its own thing, and when
Yeah.
you compile it, that's true art to me.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
So what are you listening to right now?
Right now, bro, I've been on J. Cole's
Yeah.
the off season, man,
Yeah, I
just
need to
over
catch
and
up.
over and over and over.
I need to catch up. No, that's really cool to
Yeah,
hear.
man.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. So with you in the pandemic, obviously last year, like
Yeah.
how did that affect you going to make some music?
I'm blessed enough to have built a home studio, so as far as the creation, that was cool. It did hinder me promotional wise, but I think I established an image and like a way to present myself online. It made me focus on that.
Yeah.
Whereas to before that, I was just like, yo, I'm gonna make music. I'm gonna make the dopest stuff out there. People will find it, but this doesn't work.
Yeah.
You got to make dope stuff and find a way for people to interact with it. So it made me focus on that more. Now, shows wise, I had like 4 shows last year, which I'm like blessed to be able to even have 4.
Yeah.
you know?
No, for sure.
Yeah. So that sucked. But as far as like online and establishing myself, I think I finally have my image down to match like the way that I create and what I'm about essentially.
Yeah. That leads me into talking about Seven Deadly Songs. The album.
Yeah.
The
Seven
album
Deadly Songs.
mixtape. I don't know, what would you call it?
I mean, it's an album.
Yeah.
It's a short album, but
Yeah,
it's my debut thing, you know.
Yeah.
So
And how long ago was that?
I released that January 3rd, 2020.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep.
Dang.
So it's about a year and a half old at this point.
Oh wow. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. I heard the interview that you've done before talking about that project a little bit. the first thing I need to tell you about, since I'm a big movie nerd, I need to know if you watched the movie Seven before making that album.
No, I did not.
Oh my gosh.
Nah.
Have you seen? Yeah, you know what that is?
No.
Oh my gosh, what?
I'm gonna watch it now.
Oh, you have to go watch Seven.
Yeah.
Seven is a movie with starring Brad Pitt
Okay.
and Morgan Freeman. They're both
Oh.
detectives.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already in.
Oh,
Send it to me.
man. Oh,
Send
my
it to me.
gosh,
I'm
it's
already
so
in.
good.
It's on Netflix. Hulu was on.
I don't even know. You might have to rent it. Yeah,
Hey,
but no,
Morgan Freeman's. Yeah.
It is definitely well worth the money to go rent that
Hell yeah,
movie.
I'd be
Order
down.
shit, go buy it. Like, the seven talks about the seven deadly sins. Basically,
Okay.
there's a murderer who's killing people using the seven deadly sins.
Whoa.
Yeah, and they're on the case to try to find who this murderer is.
That's crazy.
Oh, dude, go watch it.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I was gonna ask
yeah.
if you were influenced by that movie at all. And
No.
I feel like
Yeah,
I
but-
think like if you would have saw that movie, you would have been like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
yeah, I know for
Yeah.
sure. So definitely go and check that movie out.
For sure, man.
Yeah, no, it's pretty interesting. It's kind of like Saw in a way. If you've seen the movie Saw, it's the
Mhm.
thing that Saw.
The concept of it. Yeah.
kinda in a way, not really. The ending. Oh my gosh,
I'm gonna have to watch it, bro.
you're gonna have to watch
Yeah.
it now.
Two good actors. I like the
Yes.
concept already. I'm in.
No, for sure.
I'm not a big like horror person, but I like a good horror done.
Oh, this is a thriller.
conceptually.
This is like a thriller,
Yeah.
the crime.
Yeah.
type
That's cool.
thing.
Yeah. That's the kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't like get into a lot of like I'm a spiritual person, so I don't really like going into like the demons and
demonic
evil.
movies. No, I
Like
gotcha.
nah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I got you. But no, this is really good. And so yeah, I wanted to ask you since you made that album
Yeah.
or that project, if you saw that, but now you should.
Yeah, I definitely need to
No,
now.
you
Yeah, for
definitely
sure.
need to.
Yeah, that's a
No.
solid recommendation, man.
No, most definitely. But yeah, so I'm a big movie nerd. So
Oh, yeah.
when I saw the album and heard some of it, I was like, I wonder if you watched that.
Yeah. Did you get the artwork reference?
No.
It's a Brady Bunch.
Oh, of course. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
No, of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, dude. That's the same font and everything
Oh,
too.
that's awesome. So
Yeah,
did you
man.
create that yourself?
Yep.
Design that yourself?
Yep, I did all myself.
No, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know you talked a little bit about that project previously, but I guess I want people watching and listening. I want people to know like what made you come up with that concept for that album.
Yeah. So, I was still early enough in it. This was kind of like 2019, and I had done some personal stuff, done some singles. I didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Like, I just kept poking, and I was like, all right, let me like step back a little bit and just live and get experience. And I'm always writing,
Yeah.
no matter what. And so I had these songs that I was like, all right, that's a cool song, but I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And then I was watching the Seven Deadly Sins anime.
Oh, okay.
And I was
Yeah,
like, that's kind of a cool concept.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and so I went back and looked at it, and I was like, hold up, this song is definitely prideful. This song is definitely envious of, And those are the first two I actually had for the album, was Envy and Pride. But then from there, I was like, I kind of like researched. No one really touched that.
Yeah.
And if they had, it's like very old or like extremely like unheard.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna do it, and just kept from there.
No,
So,
that's really cool.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool. And even if it did happen, it probably hasn't happened for a little while. So
Mhm.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Then you released some other songs, maybe a bit afterwards. The
Yeah.
one that got me was I was like, okay, this isn't just some white boy trying to rap. You made royalty. Is it
Royalty, yeah.
Yes, dude.
With my boy Ty Love out of Indianapolis.
Yes.
That's the dude. Check him out, Ty
Oh,
Love.
nice,
Yeah,
nice.
like
Shout
that's
out to
like
dude.
that's the homie.
No,
yeah.
that song's dope as shit. You go off on that song.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because like I have a sound, like I know a fan base that I appeal to, but like I'm someone that like truly wants respect from like everyone.
Yeah.
Like I don't care what like facet or lane you put me in, I'm gonna do my best, and I want to be respected and everything. So
Yeah.
like to do something like that where it's like I'm gonna bring the bars, I can go back and like do the stuff that started the culture.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like I just
Yeah.
I being white in hip hop, you gotta be respectful of it, because
Yeah.
like you are a part of something bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
And I wanted to prove that I'm involved in that, and not just like someone that's trying to use it as a platform for
No,
themselves.
for sure. And
Yeah.
like I said, like that's the song that made me was like,
Hell yeah.
this dude can spit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
dude.
Like that's what I like. I like I like that. I mean, I appreciate
Yeah.
all types of music in general.
Well, thanks,
but,
man.
like,
I'm glad you like that. That's
yeah,
cool.
no, for sure. So then, like, with that song, I guess, like, was that part of a project too, or something, or just a couple?
So that's like part of I approached it differently. I was gonna do another project, but then I was like, nah, let's try the Russ approach and do like the weekly songs.
Oh, okay.
So that was a series of songs where I started with black, and I went through the spectrum of the light colors, and I ended with white. So it's like the absence of light, all the colors.
Yeah,
I went
that's
through
cool.
everything.
Yeah.
I was originally gonna do it like as a project, and I was gonna have it with like Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of like that, but
Yeah.
but I was like, nah, let's just do it singles. And so each song in that series, the color that it represents, that song has that feeling. So black
Yeah.
is very empty and dead.
Yeah.
Red is very intense, like it's passionate, and it just goes through that. So it could have been a project, but I did singles with it.
No,
So,
I got you.
yeah.
No, that was really cool.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, no, I like now from listening to some of those songs and hearing that makes
It makes sense.
now.
Yeah.
No, that's so cool.
That's definitely a concept that if I would have had a better team around me at the time,
Yeah.
it would have been executed even better. But like the people that did like catch on and like went through the whole thing, they got it.
Yeah.
You know. But I'm happy with all those songs. Like,
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool. So I guess overall, like, how long do you think you've been seriously rapping for? Since what, 2019?
Mid 18.
Okay.
Mid 18. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Like-
hear that? Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
2018 started rapping,
Yeah.
and he's on the show. And
Yeah.
I'm just saying and the reason why I'm saying that is because you honestly, some of the songs you have like sound like you've been rapping for a little while.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
No, for sure.
I just like I see so many people that are artists, I should say, that they just make something and dish it out, and it's like, hold up, like
Yeah.
make the art. Like also having like a business background, I understand like if a product isn't ready to be unveiled, you don't unveil it.
Yeah.
Like make it the best you can at that time.
Yeah.
As you grow, like your sound's gonna improve, your style's gonna improve, but like
Yeah.
just because you make something doesn't mean you got to put it out there.
No,
you know?
for sure. And
Yeah.
if you do make it, you do put it out there, you don't have to try to wrap it up like it's the next best thing.
Exactly.
either.
Exactly.
So, yeah, no, for sure.
Humility goes a long way.
Yeah, no, that's really cool.
Yeah.
No, that's really awesome to hear. So with the little amount of you getting to the music scene and rapping a little bit,
Yeah.
like, I guess from then till now, what is the thing that you've learned about the music scene?
There's a lot of passionate people that don't know what direction to go.
Yeah.
I enjoy like, I mean, not that I know a lot, like I'm still at a growing stage,
Oh, no, for
but
sure.
like,
yeah, you're just talking about it from your perspective, and that's what I want to hear. So,
yeah. So when people do have something going, and I can say, hey, there's a lot of people don't have like someone in their corner to either tell them their shit stinks,
yeah,
or like that they're doing something wrong, or have a viewpoint of like, I've done this
Yeah.
worked, or I did that same thing and it didn't work.
yeah,
So I like really enjoy that as well, you know?
that's cool.
Like, yeah.
yeah. So, since you've been doing it since 2018, like going forward till today, like, is your, were you Independence, Kansas? Where were you from?
Yeah, Independence, Kansas, southeast corner.
So what made you come to Kansas City?
Money, job. Yeah, I went to Pitt State. When did I graduate? 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, December 2017. And I got an internship before that. I was even graduated up here on the Kansas side. Came up, started working, and it's a great opportunity. I think a lot of people from Kansas City don't see the opportunity there because they're born there. They see everything. They don't see the opportunity of what it could be.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean that deals with a lot of people. Like, but where they're at, they don't see the bigger picture.
Right.
They're kind of just
Like if I would have stayed back at Independence, I would do the same way. Be like, this town ain't nothing. But,
Yeah,
but like there's people that come in
yeah,
and they're like, oh, this is a market I could tap into that hasn't been, and it's just
yeah.
a lot of people. That's why you should always leave where you were born. Whether you come back or not, cool, but you need to go out and experience, build yourself,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
For sure, no,
Yeah.
no, most definitely.
Yeah.
And then come back and learn from what you experience and bring it back to your town. Sometimes,
Yeah.
Like you can always do that. People
Yeah.
don't think like that.
Yeah.
But with you being around in the Kansas City has a lot of artists.
Mm-hmm.
DJs,
Mhm.
producers.
Yeah.
A lot of different venues to perform and stuff. Like, going from where you were living to go to Kansas City to a music scene now.
Mm.
How was that experience? Have you met people?
Yeah.
Been out and about?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I met a lot of people. I'm big on the art, so like when I find someone like that, I like their music. That's the connection first.
Yeah.
Like I can be cool with you, but if I don't really like your music, I'm not gonna like you could be at 100 followers. I don't give a shit. But if your music is good, and I'm a fan. I want to connect with you. I want to pick your mind, what makes you work. But yeah, I've found people like that, and it's cool. Marley Young has shown a lot of love to me, done some stuff with me. I love his music. Definitely someone I've learned from. But yeah, man, it's cool. I like meeting new people.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, you're gonna be releasing a new project soon?
Yep.
What's it gonna be called?
It's more than MODO.
Okay.
The whole concept around it is like vulnerability. I know you've seen the
Seen
cover.
I've seen the cover, or I'll post it right here.
Yeah, I hope you're shocked. No, but like, there's no curtain, there's no veil. Like, it's just people do vulnerable stuff, but I still feel like they only show what they want to show of themselves. But this is me like stripping it down, and just telling story about like before music, kind of bad things in life. But everything I've done is in this project is based on threes.
Okay.
I've been obsessed with like the three thing. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
there's just been a lot of things in life that to me the three shows. But I'm a huge Zelda fan.
Okay.
And the Triforce, Power, Wisdom, Courage, when you touch it, you know, you get what your heart desires the most, unless you're the goddess Hylia. But so the three interludes in the album are Wisdom, Courage, and Power.
Okay. And
so each section relates to that thing. So like the first three summarized by wisdom and like that, you know?
Yeah.
And so it progresses, but not only that, like each segment has three different styles of music.
Oh wow, okay.
So I have like a more like classic hip hop, you know, instruments, like actual instruments on the instrumentation, and like that classic, like I'm just gonna flow, do my thing. And then there's like the really dark and heavy tracks that in that lane, older Travis Scott, as well as Birds in the Trap, Sing McKnight. I love that, dude.
Okay.
That was a big part. So like that dark side, that's that. And then the third side is more like a pop, but not so much pop. You know what I'm saying? Like something that play on the radio, Jack Harlow, Mac Miller-ish kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So everything has those threes. There's three different pillars. There's three different concepts in each one.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool.
Yeah, man.
No, that's really cool. So how did you come up with that idea in the first place?
Man, this has been something I've wanted to do for a long time. I just started like, I knew in the back of my head, I was like, after I did all those singles in 2020, and then I did a song in October around Halloween, Clown 2, did really well. It like, so originally I had a mixtape that I released on SoundCloud only, like back in 2018. It was very bad. Like, it's my, you know, it's very bad. But the song from that stood out to people was Clown. And it was like a sad clown, like, but basically like I took that and used it as a progression. And I had one of my friends, Roberto, he goes by Mr. Flowers Productions, but he directed it, and because he really loved that song too, so we worked on that. And basically it was a progression song, and so it turned from like I'm the Sound Clown by myself to like now I have this group, now I have this posse with me. And so like it's like I get off my day job and we go and like we light up the the fire, and like everyone's wearing masks and we're like breaking stuff, and it's very like Joker inspired. But then like from that point I was just like, I did a couple other songs, just to like keep the name, but I was like, I'm not dropping anything serious until like I have a project that I'm happy with.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you'll see on the album artwork cover. Oh man, that's really cool. It makes sense. It just makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
No, that's cool. When do you expect to drop that?
June 25th is the release date.
Wow.
Yeah, so about a month
Dang.
out. Spotify, Apple Music, everything. I will have physicals as well as digital downloads. I'm about to release a whole campaign for that as well. But yeah.
Heck yeah. Well, when that comes out, come back by through here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Love to talk about it and like after you hear it and everything.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You shoot some visuals for that, I assume.
Yeah, I have a plan for the first. I'm not really doing singles for it, but I have a plan for video before the album.
Okay.
And I also have a release party planned. Like it's kind of a concert, but kind of not a concert. But you know, it's just more of like a personal. Instead of like, here's our card lineup, it's like, all right, I'm doing this. I got these people with me. It's fun. There's merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep me updated on that
For sure, man. Yeah, it'd be cool to have you out there for
No,
sure.
no, for sure. Let me know. Everyone watching, listening, make sure y'all support this man. Go follow him.
Hey, appreciate it.
Yeah,
MODO
for
Music
sure.
94 on everything.
On everything. Perfect.
On everything, yep.
I'll put it up here. Thanks for being here, sir.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, we're gonna get up on out of here.
Yep.
Take it easy. Peace. We're out of here.
Peace. Thank you.
Way around.